Hello, everyone, and welcome to Muscatine Today with Ashley Loveless. I am excited to be here with you guys today because it is November 3rd. It is Election Day 2020, and I'm excited about that. It's a chance for all of us to go out and really let our voices be heard. So I hope that you all go out today and vote, find your precinct, and make sure that that you get your voice heard today. No matter what your voice says, I want it to be heard today on November 3rd, Election Day. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors who make this show possible. They make it possible for us to highlight all of the good stuff that's going on in Muscatine, and without them, this is definitely not possible. So thank you to Toyota of Muscatine, Hy-Vee, Lutheran Living, and CBI. I appreciate your support in this show and getting out the good stuff. I want to start by talking a little bit about Hy-Vee specifically and some of the cool products that they have here in the store. So a ton of yummy stuff on the table, gorgeous stuff on the table. They have a new line over in Wine and Spirits, and it's called Cedar Ridge. And delicious stuff, lots of great products. No matter what you like, they'll have something in that line for you to enjoy. So make sure you check that out. Apple pie, seriously delicious. This is the season for apple pie, right? So you can get that over in Wine and Spirits as well. But seriously, my favorite thing today on the whole set is this amazing bouquet. This is Hy-Vee floral. I mean, they come up with the most unique pieces and really give you that wow factor. So super gorgeous. I came in and like immediately when I saw it on the table, I felt like I needed it on my table at home. So Jason, if you're watching, this is a hint for you. You could come and purchase this for me today because you love me and it's Election Day, and that is definitely a reason to buy me some flowers. But I am really excited also to let you know that I have a super fun guest with me today. I'm excited that Lieutenant Greg Bock could come and join me today to talk about all of the big stuff coming, because 'tis the season, right? I mean, for giving and for community really coming together. The other fun thing you may notice is we are super legit and got these sandwiches.
Yeah,
why, you ask? Why? Because it's National Sandwich Day.
National Sandwich Day.
So come to Hy-Vee, get some yummy, super yummy sandwiches. We both even got to order our own. I feel like super legit.
I got turkey with bacon on it.
Yeah.
With Texas toast as the...
And what kind of cheese?
American cheese.
American
it's Election
cheese.
Day.
It's Election Day.
America. And some seasoned fries. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Perfect day.
So good.
This is the best day. Beautiful flowers, yummy sandwiches, and it's Election Day. So thank you for coming and joining me today.
Thanks. I was excited whenever you messaged me and said, hey, come on my show. Of course.
Yes, I love that whenever I call on you, you're willing to come chat with me.
Even whenever it's bogus for a secret birthday drive-through, I'm like, yeah, I'll come do it. Yeah, you can come do it early. No problem.
No problem. I tricked him once. So
it's all fun though.
It is super fun. So we're here to talk not only about the Salvation Army and its importance all the time, but specifically during this time in people's lives, holiday season. But 2 weeks of love. Seriously, it's the 20th anniversary this year, right?
Yeah, 20th anniversary of the 2 Weeks of Love.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting bigger and better every year. More people are coming out and supporting it every year. It's awesome.
It's I'd never seen a community that does love quite like Muscatine. Mm-hmm. You can be in need of anything. And we might have our differences and our issues. Who doesn't? We're people. We have personality conflicts, whatever. But when the need is presented, people from all walks of life step up and say, I have it, I'll help you. Even if they don't have it and they can't afford it, they're going to find a way to help you,
Find it.
Yeah, and it's just this 2 Weeks of Love when I heard about it. So Stephen Rainier is from Muscatine. He and Lily Rainier are the officers for Salvation Army in my hometown of Alton, Illinois. Fun. And so when I got stationed here, he's like, dude, let me tell you about the coolest thing ever. It's 2 Weeks of Love. It's toys, it's food. It helps us out through the holiday season and the rest of the year, actually. And I'm just like, okay, what is this about? And then when I saw it last year, and I met you in the trailer, and just phenomenal. I mean, I tell my other co-officers around the country that I think I'm in the best location because this community is so supportive of Salvation Army, and the 2 Weeks of Love is just, it's amazing. 20 years, like it's just phenomenal.
Yep. And you belong here. I feel like you fit right in to our community. I'm so excited that you're here with your family. So it's going to look pretty similar to other years. I mean, that's the whole point, is to make it something familiar that people know is coming and they can look forward to it. And not only to help, but to be able to know for those that are needing the help this holiday season that it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. So 2 Weeks of Love, you know, there's the toy time will be first, and then the freezing for food will be second.
Yep.
And it's all centered around this whole Rescue Christmas theme that nationally the Salvation Army has in every Salvation Army location across the country, whether it's a core or just a service extension where you get services at. We're all looking to help people that are struggling because of COVID and what it's caused on families, hardships. People lost their jobs, they've lost loved ones, they've lost just traditions, they lost a lot. So when we get step up and say, I want to help you rescue Christmas, it's not that we think Christmas needs rescued from, we know that families are struggling.
Yep.
And we want to help rescue that sacred time for them and be able to give their kids and their families an experience that they look forward to all year long. And when people can give of themselves, of their time, talents, treasures, and to help families that really need Christmas rescued for them and that special time rescued for them, man, it makes me love what I do. Yep. I love it.
Well, yeah, it's amazing to see how the community comes together all the time, but during this time specifically, just the abundance of support that happens, literally the hot collar pulls up and, you know, by the end of the week, it's just filled to the brim from support, whether it be, you know, the week of freezing for food or the week of toy time. People come out, businesses come out, and it's like, I swear, if you can come and experience it, it's something that you'll want to experience.
It really is. And I encourage people to let your kids go pick out a toy.
Yep.
Let your kids go through Hy-Vee or Fairway and find some food and let them give it at the truck.
Yep.
Because it just does something to them when they can have that tangible item in their hand and actually hand it off, and it creates a bond with just being able to give back and relate to people who are really struggling.
Yep. I know, you know, with my daughter, we do that every year. You know, we go and get some stuff for toy time and for freezing for food, and she looks forward to it now. Like, she knows it's coming. We've done it for years, and she looks forward to giving to other little kiddos. And when we talk about that and can talk about how important it is to help other people, you know, and sometimes to help other people when you need a little help yourself and still to be able to give during that time.
It's what's so amazing about just people who really understand the struggle is that they're willing to give up of their resources, even when they can't really, you know, afford to. They're willing to give up a little bit what they have to make somebody else's life better. It's just amazing. It makes me hopeful for my kids and the kids of today who will be adults tomorrow. By seeing this example, we're headed towards great things.
I always say that it's important to instill this in our kids so it continues on, you know, because we're not going to be here forever. And if they don't learn these traits and just having a good heart and kindness, then we're going to be in a bad spot. But I love seeing the kids come out. It's fun, it's easy, and you will leave, like you said, changed just by that giving act. And it's easy. Even if you don't have time to shop, I tell people, at Hy-Vee and at Fairway, they'll have bags pre-made for you. So, you know, you just come in and get them. Last year, they made it, you know, an option for you to get it if you come and you get your groceries through the online pickup. add a bag,
Yeah.
you know, and they'll take it out to the truck for
That's
you.
so
All of
awesome.
those things to still be able to keep us all safe this year. If that's a concern
Right.
for you, it's important
I
that.
want to tell people that might come through maybe the store and say, I can't really afford to buy a bunch of food for
Yep.
somebody. Even a can of corn, or even a box of stuffing, or a box of spaghetti noodles,
Yep.
or a thing of peanut butter. Or maybe it's as simple as I can only afford one can of chunk light tuna,
Yep. Yep.
you know, with the Hy-Vee bags.
Yep.
They can buy one item.
Yep.
If they can't afford the Hy-Vee bag, they can buy just one item
Yep.
and give it, because that one item is going to be on somebody's table shortly thereafter.
Yep.
It's going to help feed them. So we're blessed to have Hy-Vee and the great bags they're putting together for us.
Yep.
But I just want people to know if they feel like they can't afford that, something as simple
Yep.
as just one of those items will go a long way
Yeah.
for somebody in need.
The other thing I always talk about too is if you can't donate, you know, a monetary amount or you know, items, donate your time.
Yes.
I mean, how special is that? We were just talking before we went on the show, you know, that you're going to be looking for bell ringers
Yeah.
and things like that. That's a fun thing to do as a family too.
It is.
You can make it as fun as you want. You
Right.
can get dressed up and look goofy and really draw some attention to your kettle.
And the more fun you have, the more fun people have given to you.
Yes.
And given to the cause.
Yep. Yeah. I always love when I go. There's always a guy that like will play his guitar while he's doing the
Fits,
kettle,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I love that. It makes it really fun and unique, and it really shows you that that person cares about what they're doing and
Right.
wants to make sure they get as much as they can during that hour
Yeah.
or whatever they're
And I
donating.
appreciate it too.
Yeah.
When people want to use their talents to help us raise money for people that are just need a hand up.
Yep.
You know, it makes me feel blessed to have those people want to be on our team, want to be
Right.
on board with what we're doing.
Yeah, so there are tons of ways that you can help make sure that we rescue Christmas for everyone.
Yes.
Do you guys already have like goals set for Muscatine County as far as like, do you have an idea of what the need is?
So we know that because of the pandemic, and we've already, I think, registered a record number of people that need help for Christmas, for toys and for food. So, and in fact, it was supposed to be only through October, and we're already into November. We're going to go out, I think, another 2 weeks in November to keep registering people because we don't want anyone to turn away.
Right.
And we can also help Louisa County folks and some people that are right across the bridge
Yep.
on the Illinois side. We can help them too.
Nice.
So they don't have to travel a long distance
Yep.
to sign up for anything. Just come right across. They're in town here for everything else.
Yep.
Come in and let us help you.
Yep.
So the goal for Muscatine County, the overall Christmas goal, monetary-wise, is $190,000.
Okay.
I think, now I might be a little brave in my projection here, but I think that we could totally hit the $200,000 mark. Because last year we came in at $192,000. That's what when the dust settled and every penny was counted, $192,000
Wow.
is what we raised.
Wow.
And that was the most ever for Muscatine County for Salvation Army.
Yeah.
And it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. We get United Way funding, but that's really all. We don't get any government grants or funding like that. We just get people that want to give of their treasure themselves and
Yep.
trust us with it. So
Yeah.
the goal's huge. It's a big goal, but I know that my God is bigger.
Yep.
And He can put it in the hearts of people to give. And there's people in this town that I know could give in abundance, and it would be a blessing for them to be able to do so. And we're blessed by it.
Yep. Yeah. So I know everyone's wondering this. I know that everyone is thinking it right now while they're watching. Will we be seeing you in the kettle again this year?
Okay, so yes,
Okay.
I will be in the kettle.
Okay.
However, I don't want to say however because I'm going to do it. Like, let's
Yep.
just put it out there. I'm going to do it. Mike Ruby's going to kill me, and my wife might kill me. I have rotator cuff issues right now. But you know
Oh.
what? Like, if it means me being uncomfortable for a week, or maybe 2 or 3 days, if somebody wants to write a big fat check and get me down
That would
early,
be great.
that'd be cool. If it takes me being uncomfortable and in pain for a few days to make sure people in need are taken care of, people that
Yeah.
just need a hand up, get that hand up, or an encouraging word, and get that encouraging word, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to come out of that kettle to a warm house with kids and a wife, a family that loves me, a great job with insurance and benefits.
Yep.
There's some folks that don't have that.
Yep.
So if I need to sit and struggle, if you could even call it a struggle,
Yeah.
for that amount of time I got to be in that cuddle, I'm going to do it because it's just a small amount of time of my life, but it's an eternity for theirs.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, because the giving that happens during 2 weeks of love and into the holidays for these folks, it's not just that moment that they have the food on the table.
Right.
At that point, they know like that people love them and care about them, and that lasts forever and ever.
Yes.
So I love that part. So freezing for food is toy time is what we're starting with.
Yes.
That is going to be the November 30th to December 4th. And that's at Krieger's.
Yep.
Just like every other year, the hot collar will pull up. You won't be able to miss it. It'll be right out front, and you can bring your toy donations during that time. They always ask that those are unwrapped so that
Yes.
we know how to distribute those to the right kiddos and what's inside and all of that. But let's fill the hot collar with
Fill it
toys
up.
that week.
Fill it up.
So November 30th is when we'll get kicked off with the 2 weeks of love, and you can start making those toy donations at Krieger's. And then after that, all the toys will go get unloaded by, again, amazing volunteers that come out to
It's
make
a
sure
crew,
that
man.
it gets
Yes.
unloaded and into the right spot. And then freezing for food will start.
Yeah.
And that will happen at both Hy-Vee, right where we're at today, and also at Fairway.
And Fairway, how cool is it?
It's cool that they are doing it now.
Yeah,
I was super excited to see that.
I'm very happy that they were on board with the pandemic pantry.
Yep.
And the Riggin family and the Krieger family just coming together. They surround the Salvation Army with so much support and so much love throughout the year that we're thankful for that. And to bring people on board with that, like Fairway and of course Hy-Vee is amazing. And to have them on board is just
It's cool.
It's great.
It's cool. It's another example of how the community comes together. It's not a competition of two grocery stores
Right.
and we started doing this, so you can't be a part of it. It's how do we get the most help for our community, and that's what it's all about. And so I'm excited that Fairway joined in, and so now there's 2 locations that people can literally be freezing for food some years. Last year it was a little bit cold, but it's worth it.
Every second out there, people are freezing for food. Literally is worth it because
it's so fun. It sounds weird, but
and
it is.
Last year we got a gold coin.
I know. I was so excited when he gave me that.
Yes.
A cool
Awesome was
gold
that?
coin.
I think it was. I talked to Captain Ray, Major Ray now, who was here many years ago. He said they got some gold coins back then, but for a long time there's been no gold coins in
That's
the kettles at Salvation
awesome.
Army, and it came through
Yep.
during freezing for food.
Yep.
So awesome.
Yeah, it was super cool when he came and brought it to me, and he's like, "Now this isn't like, don't lose this." I'm like, I feel like responsible. I'm calling Greg right away. I don't want to be responsible.
I said, "You got what? A golden coin?"
I know.
Woohoo!
I felt like Willy Wonka, the golden ticket.
Right.
Like, yeah. But anyways, it's super cool. The ideas that people come up with to help, and the golden coin was awesome. So freezing for food will be December 7th through the 11th. Again, I mean, we'll make sure that you guys know whether it's the trucks at Hy-Vee or at Fairway at any given day. Do you already know that, which days it'll be at which location? Or
I'm not sure on the
me
specifics
either.
quite
So,
yet. They're still.
but it's coming. We'll make sure you guys all know, and on the show we'll continue to update you and make sure
Thank
you guys are in the know about the 2 weeks of love, the 20th anniversary. That's super cool.
I would also be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that while it's the 20th anniversary for 2 weeks of love, it's also the 15th anniversary of Viola Warner and her Toys for Kids
Oh my
program.
gosh, I love that
All
too.
the bikes she collects
Yep.
and her army of volunteers that have fundraisers throughout this time for us and raise money and toys and bikes for that as well. So it's 20 years of 2 weeks of love and 15 years for Viola Warner. We are very, very, very thankful for her passion.
And she is passionate about
She
it.
is. She is.
It's fun.
To talk to her, you can sense her passion, and she gets kind of emotional about it, and you can tell it really means something to her to be able to do this. So
Yeah.
we're so thankful for her and her team and
Yeah,
the
I
sheriff's
mean, how
department
cool
for
to
what
get
they do.
a bike on Christmas.
Yeah.
And they're awesome bikes, and there's a ton of them, and
Yeah.
it's
They're
so
lined
cool.
up. Calvary is a good spot, is a good partner to us as well, and they let us do everything there because it's one big location.
Yep.
Pastor Ty says, listen, we're not trying to be the salvation. We're not trying to take over it from you. We have a good space in the heart of our people, the heart of our church,
Yep.
is to come alongside of you and your ministry and to serve.
Yeah.
And we have the space, the manpower for it. So can we continue? And I was like, by all means, yes.
Yes.
And they do it. They switch that Northex out so quickly on a Sunday afternoon after service, and they literally turn it into like a winter Christmas toy shop wonderland.
that's
It's
so cool.
amazing, and to see those bikes come in and start getting lined up in front of the fireplace is
Yep.
just it's a sight to
It's
behold.
cool. Yeah.
It's really cool.
I remember that night last year when, after they, got all the bikes together and started
Yeah.
driving in with them, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
this is like so cool.
Yes.
And then it just filled, Krieger's that year, and it was amazing. So you can be a part of that. You can find your
Yeah.
own way to help give during the 2 weeks of love, and all of the donations stay right here.
They do.
They're helping our neighbors and friends, maybe even family,
Yeah.
and
You never know. Those kids that are getting those toys could be your child's best friend at school.
yep,
You would never, and you might not even ever know, but your generosity in getting your kids involved are helping kids that go to school with, or your next door neighbor, or it
Yep.
could be your very own family. There's some folks that say, I've been helped by the Salvation Army in the past, and how can I give back? Now we don't. I'll just say it clearly. We don't require or request
Yeah.
any body that's been helped by the Army to give back in any sort of
Right.
way.
Yeah.
That's not what we're about.
Yep.
We're about just meeting the need and blessing people on their way.
Yep.
If they want to come back and give back, phenomenal. We'll find a place for them to do it. And it's so cool to see that when that happens, that they've been so moved and so touched by the ministry of Salvation Army and the love of the people of Muscatine and Muscatine County.
Yeah.
They want to give back, and they're encouraged by that to do so.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal to see.
Yeah, that's super cool. I'm excited. I love 2 weeks of love. I love 2 weeks of love. But I do. I love being a part of it, even just a little tiny part of it by, donating some time and doing that, annual tradition of me and Han going to get our stuff and
Yeah.
taking it to the truck. It's all a very cool experience, and I'm excited to be a part of it again this year. I know Discover Muscatine is going to be broadcasting throughout, so we can keep you updated as far as, how full that truck is.
So cool.
I may even log roll again just to show you how big the truck is. It's very,
That's
it was
right,
very
you
awkward.
did too.
It was very awkward. There were
That was a
moments
magical
that-
moment. That was like, I had first met you, and I'm like, she is log
She's
rolling
log
down
rolling.
this truck right now.
she goes.
And it's live. Like, she's,
Got to
This
do
is
what you
great.
got to do.
this is great.
But I'm excited to be part of it, the 20th year, and let's make it bigger than ever. Let's hit that, 200. We can do it.
This is the anniversary. It's 2020, and it's the 20th year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's end the year of incredible heartache and struggle.
Yep.
Let's end it with a phenomenal, just outpouring of support and it's not for the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
This is for the
For-
people that turn
yeah.
to us that need a hand up, that are struggling, that need help.
Yep.
So I'm not saying this to say, oh, Salvation Army, but Salvation Army.
Yeah.
But don't even think like that. Think about it like you're supporting those people that you might know that just need a little extra help.
Yep.
Let's really rock it. How cool would it be? The year of 2020, the year of this awful pandemic, to end the year meeting the kettle goal,
Yep.
hitting it, maybe that $200,000 mark,
Yep.
and really rocking the 2 weeks of love.
Yep.
Historic year for it.
It's going to be a historic year. I
It
can
is.
feel it.
I think how I know it's gonna be a historic year, and this is you get the first info here.
Coming to you now.
Coming
Live.
to you
Live.
right now. This is the first. I don't know which camera it is, but
Late
this is
breaking.
the first announcement of this right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
Kent Corporation is the first company to sponsor Salvation Army Red Kettle with a $10,000 donation.
What?
Yes.
How awesome.
And you get the exclusive. Look at that.
Look at that.
Yes. So Gage Kent and everyone at Kent Corporation, thank you very much for not only that, but then they went online to registertoring.com and they took some kettle spots.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, way to step up,
So
Kent Corp.
we challenge all the businesses in town to step up with the donation of do your best if you can and really help us meet that kettle goal.
Yeah.
Listen, in a time where there's coin shortages and fewer kettles, the commercials out there on TV where it says, a time of fewer kettles, your donations are needed now more than ever.
Yep.
And it really is true.
Yeah.
It really is true. So I appreciate Kent Corporation and the Kent family.
Getting you started off
Getting
right.
us started with a nice, solid $10,000 corporate donation.
Awesome. That's very cool.
To kick off our kettle campaign.
Cool.
I was.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
That's exciting. It's a great start. And I know as a community, other businesses can step up and show their support too. I know a ton of places do, like Jeans Days so that their employees can give and lots of fun things so that they can be a part of it as well. And it takes all of us. It takes the businesses and the individuals to meet the goal.
It does.
So we're going to meet it. I'm excited.
And every penny, I'm telling you, some people don't give because they don't think that their gift is big enough. And that's not the case whatsoever.
Yep.
So I'll tell you, $1 equals 6 meals at the Riverbend Food Bank. $1.
$1.
Is 6 meals at the Riverbend Food Bank.
That's a family of people.
I had a nun from Illinois that sent us a $5 donation. And she said, I know this isn't a lot. And I wrote back and I said, Sister Teresa, this will feed 30 people. Like, you have no idea what this is going to do.
Wow.
She couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's
Every
no
little bit
donation. I say that, all the time. No donation is too big or too small.
Right.
It takes everybody to meet the goal, and I feel like we're going to meet it.
I think we're going to meet it and exceed it like we did last year.
Yep.
I just have that feeling. People know the struggle. And it's not the struggle that trickled down to just those that usually struggle. There's people that we've talked to that were like, I have never, ever had to come to a food bank before, a food pantry before. How do I do this? I had a great paying job.
Yeah.
I had everything going, and then this pandemic hit, and all of a sudden, I lost my job. What do I do?
Yeah.
And it's because of the generosity of people last year that we're continuing to be able to do it during this time to meet that need for those folks that never would have thought they would have ever had to come to Salvation Army. And they might have been some folks that gave last year thinking, I'm going to help somebody in need. And little did they know that later on that year, they would be the ones that would come to get help.
To need it, yep. Wow, yeah. It's been quite the year. So let's end it right, for sure. And I have to ask you to do one more thing.
Yep.
I gave you this sandwich. Well, I didn't. Hy-Vee did.
Oh my gosh.
But we'll just pretend like it was me. I'm going to have to ask you to do the mystery box over here.
Okay.
Right next to you.
Okay.
Have you ever done this before?
Yeah, I've done this before.
Okay.
A few times.
All right. I don't know. This one's going to be tough.
I thought you were going to ask me to take a bite of this sandwich, and Officer Whitney Pena messaged me and she said, I have my camera ready because every time you're on a show like that, they have you do something crazy, and she gets a
Well, we're definitely
going
to take a bite of the sandwich.
She gets a picture of me like with stuff all over my face, and she blasts it out there. So,
Thank
all
you,
right.
Whitney, for making our day later.
Isn't she great?
She is
How
great.
awesome is Officer Pena?
We love Whitney.
Isn't she great?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, here we go. I'm not going to look. I remember doing
This one's going to be tough, I feel like.
Well, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's just a box.
What kind of box?
What could the box be?
I don't know. Is it a big box or a small box?
Oh, let me open this. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I won't look. Do I have it upright? Can the audience see it?
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it's upside down.
Oh, it's upside down. So like this now. Is this good?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
I have no idea how you're going to get this.
I don't either because it's just a box.
Shake it.
It's a box of medicine, isn't it? Oh, man. Like Kleenex, like allergy, maybe some Zyrtec or something like that, or
It's allergy medicine.
allergy medication.
Top Care Tuesday.
What? Oh, Top Care Tuesday.
Top Care Tuesday.
Come to Hy-Vee for
Hy-Vee.
all of your essential needs. Top Care
Buy
Tuesday.
one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free.
So if you guys are experiencing, because the fields have been cut, all of these things have been happening,
Yes.
and everybody's sneezing and all of those things. So Top Care Tuesday.
Buy one, get one free.
The Toyota mystery box. Dun, dun, dun.
I was really like, how am I going to get this done?
I was worried for you.
So when you shake it, I was like, oh,
yeah.
I think I know what this is.
Yes.
It's some
the
sort of
sound
medication.
of allergy meds.
Yes.
In the morning.
Top Care Tuesday. Hy-Vee has all your needs for your allergy relief.
So yeah, that's always sponsored by Toyota, one of our awesome sponsors. It's fun though. Yesterday it was a squishy. You never know what you're gonna get.
My friend from Michigan came on the previous show, and he guessed a bag of Funyuns. Can you believe that he guessed a bag of Funyuns?
And he was right?
And he was right.
Funyuns.
Funyuns.
Huh.
Crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But Jeff's a rock star.
Nice people. I'm not good at guessing.
Me-
I was never
I mean-
one of those people that could like shake the present at Christmas and guess it.
I would just unwrap it and get
Yeah,
in
I'm
trouble.
like, I'm just going for it. But again, thanks to all of our sponsors, including Toyota, including CBI and Lutheran Living, and of course, Hy-Vee is a big sponsor. We're here. I mean, that's
Yeah.
amazing that they let us come and be
And
here.
the Market Grill, which is open.
Yes. Yes, and we got these yummy sandwiches
We got
for
these yummy
National Sandwich
sandwiches.
Day. So don't forget about that. Come out here for lunch or brunch or whatever it is that you like.
Whatever. They have
Are we going to take a...
You know what the absolute best thing they have here is?
What?
Is the mac and cheese burger.
Oh, I've never had this. Mac and cheese. I like their mac and
Yes.
cheese. So
The mac and cheese burger
put it
is
on a
the
burger and
absolute
it has to be
best thing.
good.
Yes, it's so delicious.
This place is good. You got to come here for lunch.
I mean, I get it all the time.
For real. Are you going to take a bite with me or am I going to look
Oh my
stupid?
gosh, Whitney, I'm telling you, Officer Pena.
Look at this.
I know what
So
you're doing
yummy.
right now.
Oh my gosh, it's so cheesy. And it's got what kind of cheese?
American cheese, because it's America's election day. Vote.
come get a
When everyone
sandwich.
vote, democracy wins. Okay.
Make sure you get a sandwich.
Wait, how big of a bite are you going to take?
I feel like
Are you
going
going to take an Ashley petite bite? Like
Oh,
a,
God,
like
no.
a little like.
No, I don't do that.
I'm on camera, so I can't like mess my makeup up kind of bite.
No, I'm going to take a real one.
Okay, let's do
Okay,
it. Let's do
okay.
it.
This is really good.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
gosh. What?
This is really
Oh,
good,
man,
though,
it
for
is.
real.
And they made it specifically as we asked for it.
Yes, however we want it. Look at this. And that's not an Ashley bite. It's like legit.
Girl, look at mine.
I don't have that big of a mouth. No offense.
None taken.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us today to talk about 2 weeks of love. It's such an important time of the year, and I love giving, and I love to be a part of it.
Yes.
And I know that you guys will too. If you haven't ever done it before, this is the year.
This is the year.
This is the year to do it.
2 weeks of love.
And
Right there on your screen.
Yeah,
2
right
weeks of
there on
love.
the screen. There you go. All the info you need.
Toy time first, food time for
We'll
food.
keep you all up to date with where that truck is. Not that you can miss it when you drive by, the
Right.
big hawk hauler
Yeah.
from Tantera, but it's important that we all come out and give what we can when we can, and it's going to be super awesome. We're going to meet all the goals.
We're gonna
I can feel it. Smash
Blow
it.
it out of the park. We're gonna
gonna smash
knock it out of
those
the park.
goals.
Yes. I'm taking another bite. 'Cause it was
Keep
so
taking
good.
bites. Also, if you like these treats, one last thing for Hy-Vee, because these are super cool. These little Christmas trees, well, they're not little. There's little ones and big ones. But they're super cool, and they're out here. If you are anything like me, you're just like itching to start decorating for the holidays, even though it's going to be like 70 or something this week,
Right.
which I'm not complaining. But you can get so many things out here, including little Christmas trees. How cute are those?
Our tree might have been up since beginning of October. Maybe. I can't confirm
You got to
nor
do it when you
deny.
have time. You guys are going to get super busy.
And you know what? That's true. A lot of officers put their stuff up early so their kids can enjoy it because
Right.
we're so
Your kids
everywhere.
are working hard during this
I have
time
really
too.
great kids,
They
yeah.
are awesome. I see them all over the place.
Yeah.
So, raising them right. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming and being
No, it's always
my
fun.
guest. I love
It's always
it.
fun. Thank you very much.
Yay! And I appreciate you guys all tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.